We're all told the same story from a very young age. One day, you're gonna wake up, you're gonna go, Mondays, you're gonna get your coffee, you're gonna drive an hour to your office, work from 9 o'clock, get a little lunch break, if you're lucky, and then work until 5 o'clock. And you're gonna work 5 days, and then you get the weekend. So the weekend's awesome, right? And it's funny because I grew up in an entrepreneurial household. My parents owned carpet stores. But even I thought one day I would have to get a 9 to 5 because after all my education going from elementary to middle to high school to college to grad school to another grad school, I've been told you need a 9 to 5, and that's even while starting my online businesses. So I start my book, Be a Digital Entrepreneur Today, off by saying when I tell people I'm a digital entrepreneur, I met with one of 3 reactions. One is, oh, meaning, okay, she's unemployed. 2 is, oh, meaning, I don't know what that means, and I don't want to find out, like, okay, whatever. Or, oh, yeah, I think my boyfriend's uncle's cousin's brother's sister does that, like, yeah, I'm hip, I know what that is, not really, you know, and I think that's a problem. I joke about it, but I think that that's a problem because there are a lot of people out there who go through school and don't see themselves as having a 9 to 5. They have these kind of personalities, like myself, where you want to have the freedom to work where you want, when you want, you know, to change something, to inspire people. They have that type of personality, and they can't see themselves as a 9 to 5, but their advisors and all these people who they admire tell them, you need a 9 to 5. I saw it myself. I had my online businesses, and I still had advisors telling me, yeah, but you should really think about getting an internship. I heard that so many times while having my own businesses. I still hear it. And it's just because I think people don't understand you can work online, you can have a legitimate real business online, and that's a real thing. And if you're watching this, you probably already know that and you don't even understand, like, really, people don't get that? You would be amazed. I would say about half the people I come into contact with do not understand what online business is. And they think that the only way to make a true living is to go to an office every day and to work for somebody. And it does seem like the tides are turning. People are slowly learning about working online, but it's not fast enough because I work with a lot of interns, college interns. They intern for my company, and I see it happening to them. They're told by their advisors, okay, you need to work a 9 to 5, you need to do this, you need to do that, and a lot of them are like, but I want to do my own thing, and they're not really given that opportunity. So I think that a huge way to change this is to change the dialogue, to allow people to know, okay, there are other options. 9 to 5s are great for certain people. I know a lot of people, I have a lot of friends who work 9 to 5s, and that suits their personality type perfectly because think about it, 9 to 5 is quite organized. You know exactly when you're working and when you're off. You know, in my line of work, I'm working from the time I wake up, the first thing I do is check my emails, to the time I go to sleep, or the last thing I do is check my Skype. You know, in this, there's no such thing as time off, but at the same time, I get to work wherever I want. If I, need to take Mo to the groomer, for example, and take Mo to the groomer, I can go take Mo to the groomer in the middle of the day. It's great. I get to see everything, and nobody's around. So food shopping, I go to the food store when it's empty. Like there are little perks. But more than that, I get to do what I want to do, what I truly enjoy. That's the biggest perk. And people who are under this impression they need a 9 to 5. They don't know that, and it's unfortunate because even I, somebody who grew up in an entrepreneurial household, thought I needed a 9 to 5. I went to college, and I don't talk about this very often because I'm always known as the entrepreneur person. But I actually interviewed and went to a few offices for a job because in college I was told, Morissa, this online stuff, fine, it's fine for now being a freelancer, but you need a job. So I went to different offices and did interviews for a job, and it drained my soul. It was a very, very stressful situation because I knew in my heart I didn't want to do this, and I thought, you have to. That's just how life is. They always say sometimes you have to do things you don't want to do. I guess I have to do something I don't want to do for the next 40 years, but that's not true. And that's what we need to educate people to understand. It's not true. You can work online. There are so many different ways. If you want to learn more about working online, if you are, say, getting into the digital entrepreneurial world, there's my book, Be a Digital Entrepreneur Today. I also have a new course. Or reach out to me. I love talking to people about this and telling them like, hey, let's change your life. Let's give you a life that you really enjoy and that can allow you to inspire others.